أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we've reached to the 28th day of the blessed month of Ramadan, and only a few more days of fasting remain for us. Only a few more days of connecting to the Qur'an remain for us. Only a few more days to really enjoy and seek the maximum rewards which Allah has promised for each and every one of us in this blessed month of Ramadan. And as we have been going through traditions to help us reconnect to the Thaqalain, to the Qur'an and to the Ahlul Bayt, today we want to shed some light on a beautiful tradition as has been narrated, as been coming from the commander of the faithful, Imam Ali. May God's peace and blessings be upon him and his family. And in this tradition we see the importance of recitation of the Qur'an, of memorization of the Qur'an, and how this can be a protection for us from challenges, from difficulties, from things that may be happening around the world, and that we will hopefully be seeking protection from Allah from all of these challenges. In this beautiful tradition, the commander of the faithful, Imam Ali, may God's peace and blessings be upon him, has been reported as having stated the following: Recite the Qur'an and seek assistance from it, for surely Allah the Most High will not punish one who has memorized the Qur'an and has it within one's heart. As the commander of the faithful shows us that it is important for us to always be in a connection with the Qur'an, to recite the noble words of Allah within the Qur'an. Not only to recite them, but also to seek assistance, to seek help with Allah from the Qur'an, to seek help from the passages, to seek help from the concepts and the discussions which Allah has put within the Qur'an. Allah tells us in the Qur'an that the book is a book of guidance. It is a book which helps us to distinguish right from wrong. The Qur'an is a cure for the ailments within our heart. And there are many other ways that Allah describes the book within the book itself. And so we have to read and reflect and concentrate on the passages of the Qur'an and seek assistance with Allah from the Qur'an, because indeed it is a cure. It is an intercessor whose intercession shall be accepted. And he also reminds us, as many of the traditions that we read in the books that talk about the importance of the Qur'an, of memorization of the Qur'an. And as the commander of the faithful says, that Allah would not punish that individual who has memorized the Qur'an. Now obviously we have to appreciate this hadith in the correct content, in the context rather, because many people may be out there who memorize the Qur'an but who are not necessarily following and practicing the verses of the Qur'an. And so we appreciate the fact that memorization is but just the first step in actually gaining these blessings and bounties with which the commander of the faithful has spoken about, and with many other traditions have spoken about. And so we have to memorize the book, we have to read it, we have to seek help from it. Memorization also has to be there, but above all of these stages is the art and the practice of actually putting the Quranic teachings into a daily application within our lives. What good is it to know that backbiting is a sin if we continue to do it? What good is it if we read the verses where Allah condemns to the hellfire the liars, the cheaters, the oppressors, and yet we do those same actions on a day-to-day basis? What good is it that we read the Qur'an when it talks about praying and fasting and charity, and we give none of these importance in our lives? And so yes, it is important to read and to reflect and to memorize the Qur'an, but let us allow that to be the first step in actual implementation and practical application of the Qur'an within our lives. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.